Okay, hey, we look at this. We are live from Port Huron, Michigan. It's the Paul Murray Show.
Good evening, good
Okay,
evening, good evening.
go. Okay. Okay, hey, we look at this. We are live from Port Huron, Michigan. Okay, what am I looking for? Oh, yeah, Paul Murray. Okay, hey, look at that. He's live. Okay, hey, we look at this.
Hey,
Okay, oop. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, got it there. Okay, hit the like button. And where the heck's the pop-up chat go? Oh, there's up there. I had to move the screen. Pop-up chat. Cool. Okay, we'll close this out. And we're good to go. Okay. And let me see. Who's going to come in first tonight?
who is it going to be?
AZ.
I might go with Mike Henrik.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Mike Rennick.
Okay. Yeah, she just a been a wet day here, a mess and everything else. Well, I finally got that little Magellan thing fixed up. Oh, look at this.
Neil, all right, Neil. We're happy. TJ is next.
Wow, that's throwing the things off, isn't it? But anyways, that road thing there, I got it to work, and hey,
Me, that's who's coming first. It's me.
yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Yourself? How are y'all? How are you,
Good.
Paul? You doing pretty good? How's the
Yeah,
weather?
Oh, it's nasty.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
wet. Well, right now it's so wet from raining, and it's so foggy right now because the ground's cold and warm rain. Yeah,
Oh, foggy and rainy.
yeah, but
Oh,
the temperature's going that direction tonight.
ours is going up. We
Yeah.
have sun and clear skies today. It rained a little bit on my way home from work, but yeah, it's sunny now.
They said Neil just got done moving 20 plus inches. Holy mackerel!
Y'all gonna do any flying tomorrow?
Well, not today. I did some yesterday.
We're supposed to get snow tomorrow, TJ.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you?
Now, where you're in Florida, right?
Yes.
So, because I see a fan going, so that must mean it's warm.
Yeah, I have it like on low, like on medium. So sometimes when it gets hot, like I'll put the fan on like really high, but like I don't know. I guess like I get cold and hot like very easily. So like I have to turn the fan off sometimes, and then I'll turn it back on, and then turn it off again. I don't know. It's weird.
Yep.
Oh me, I'm glad I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, you got Wednesday off?
Yeah, I have every Wednesday off. Before
Oh.
like over the holidays, we've had to work on our scheduled days off because of like the holidays and stuff. But now that everything's gone for now, like we have our schedules back. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Hey,
And that-
there's Welch Rob.
Jay.
Mr.
Hey.
Rob.
Oh, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Paul and Paul.
Hey, Rob, how's it going?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, camera.
You're looking good tonight.
Yeah.
That's Lynn's favorite ginger right there.
You lost your drone, didn't you, TJ?
Yeah.
How the fuck did you manage
It
that,
was
you
a
donut?
It was a bad day that day.
Bad
I was
day.
very angry. I couldn't believe like what happened. Okay, so what happened was, so I was out flying and like we were at a beach, and so like I had everything set up. I had my landing pad there, and so I let it. I took off. We let it hover for a few minutes to let the satellites go and whatever. And so like everything was good. I had a good signal and all that stuff. So I took off and flew over the beach, and then I flew left, I flew right, and then I flew out into the water. I was with my wife and her parents, and her dad was like, oh, how far can that thing go? So I said, yeah, it can go pretty far. And so I flew it out over the water. And next thing I know, I lost signal. And I was like, why am I losing signal? This never happens. And so like I ran out into the beach to see if I could see it. And this lady comes up to me and is like, oh man, you know what? I just saw it just drop right out of the sky into the water. I was like, is she freaking kidding me right now? And so like she goes, I thought it was a seagull going for a dive, but I just literally saw your drone just fall right out of the sky. It's like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
What were you flying, TJ?
I was probably like 170 feet up in the air and probably like
And it just went right straight down?
Yeah, that's what the lady told me. And so I gave her my number just in case if it, just happens to wash up on shore or whatever.
Yeah.
And I never heard from her, so I'm sure it's still down in the ocean somewhere. But I'm getting another one sent to me. Hopefully, I was expecting it today, but hopefully it'll be here tomorrow.
Well, Rob doesn't have very good luck sometimes with drones either, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one it's happened to. I've heard other people have their drones fall out of the sky and stuff, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. So,
well, the one Rob, you never did find it, did you?
No.
Which one did you lose?
The A2S.
Oh shit.
The very first flight.
First flight.
Within 10 minutes, and it was only about 100 foot away.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Did yours lose signal too, or what happened?
Yeah, just lost signal. And then it started beeping saying it was going to return to home. And then the app just sort of cancelled. When I reopened the app and there was just nothing connected. There was no drone to be found. And the drone never returned.
Did you run out to try to find it to see if it was still hovering in the air?
No, because I was up on a bank and it was over a reservoir.
It was over water.
It was over water, so
yeah, because when I made the post, all these people like tell me these things and stuff, and I told them, I had 77% battery life, and everything was good. But, some people said maybe it could have been, like the battery maybe been overcharged and just kind of like deployed out of the drone. And I didn't even see that. Like when like I said, when I ran out there, the lady told me she just saw it fall. But like some people said maybe the battery could have deployed or something, or maybe like a cell battery.
Hey, Johnny, hey, Mike.
But and then Maddie told me that maybe somebody had a signal blocker and didn't like what I was doing, and they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna fix this guy" or whatever.
No, you'll have it on your flight log though, won't you?
Well, I don't know. I didn't even hit record, but like somehow I guess it just recorded on its own.
Yeah,
and I have a little
records. Yep.
Yeah, and it like wait, what's he holding up there?
I don't know. Your job, is it?
Oh.
Got two aerials to do.
Got two aerials to do. And the snow's coming tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know. Like there could have been multiple things that happened, maybe the cell blocker.
Now, did they replace it for you? Is that what?
Yeah, like
Very fresh.
Mark Fisher, he helped me find one. I just bought it, and so it's getting sent.
So it wasn't DJI covered under Carry Fresh, right?
No, but I didn't even think about doing that the first time. So I think I'll call DJI and the DJI Carry Fresh and see, and for next time if something like that happens.
I don't think you can only do it when you buy it new, can you?
Well, it's brand new. So there's this guy that sells and fixes drones. So,
well, is it been registered before or no?
Well, the one that I had before, I bought from Matt. It was only like 2 years old, and that's not really that old. 2 years isn't really that old. But I mean, I don't know. Like I had it registered, I had the stickers and everything on there. So
Yeah.
and it's so crazy, like, DJI drones aren't supposed to fall out of the sky like that one did.
No.
Well, every one of them has their issues, even DJI. That's why the first year, or what is it, 2 years, it's covered up when you buy a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Hair refresh, because there's a lot of guys. Well, look at it was it JD that ran his into the wall? Yeah,
Probably.
and they replaced.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The guy that with the waterfall, he had his DJI Mavic Mini 2, and he
Yeah.
was flying it over like the waterfall. He was flying it under a bridge, and there was like the waterfall there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You just don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's why you got to be careful, I guess.
Yes. Hey, look who's in the chat.
Hey, Dre.
Dre is with us, the best dressed drone pilot I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh,
That's crazy. Y'all can see the chats, and I can't even see the chats.
oh, I see Johnny Drone Flyers in there too. All right. So-
But
Johnny.
are you on your phone, TJ?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we play the games with Laura, I have my phone and my iPad going at the same time.
Yeah.
I thought she was live earlier because I got a notification and said that she had a couple. Well, maybe it was like earlier when she was live.
Yeah, she was having a lot of internet trouble today.
Was she?
I think it's the weather.
Oh yeah.
Did the winds die down there, Rob, at all?
Yeah, they have now the last couple of hours.
You had winds like 60, 70, 80 miles an hour, didn't you?
Yeah. The last couple of days have been worse than the storm last week.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Just the one around the corner. So.
Both my fences are dead. Oh, I said, didn't I, yesterday also?
Yeah, he's got privacy fences, and it snapped the 4x4s right off.
Mm.
The wind pushed them, just popped them out of the ground, broke them off.
How did you get on with your rescue? Any good?
Nah, no, not. We had 3 drones up, and nobody saw anything. I wish I still had my thermal imaging camera, but I didn't. So
Yeah.
we were just doing a visual search.
I stayed on with Paul for as long as I could.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, Rob, for covering for me, because I went live and I didn't expect to be gone as long as I did. So, but Paul did a stellar job of covering.
Where were you?
Out west of town doing a search and rescue for a companion dog
Oh, okay.
that was lost, and we're kind of figuring now that he was probably scooped.
Oh, whose dog was it?
Some gals out there had 3 dogs. They got out, and all 3 took off for a while, and then they 2 dogs ended up coming back, and the 3rd dog didn't. So, and that's the one we were looking for. It was in fact, I could show you a picture of him.
Crap.
Did she put like signs all over the place?
Oh,
Like,
yeah. She's got flyers. There he is.
Aw,
His name is Earl.
Earl. My
Yeah.
name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, they printed up these flyers and they gave them out everywhere.
Oh.
They're offering a reward. The reason I think somebody scooped them, see if you think this sounds suspicious. She got an email which ended up being coming from a bogus account that said that you've got to up the price. She's offering $500 reward. and they said, well, you need to up it to like $1,500 if you really want your dog back. So who would,
What?
yeah.
Man, that's messed up right there.
Yeah.
It's my dog, not yours. Give him back. Hey, what's that going on your TV right there? Is that like just some drone footage?
Now that's fog. That's a camera that goes 24/7. It's Stream Time Live, 24/7 camera. They got 5 or 6 cameras around the Great Lakes. And,
Oh wow, that's great.
yeah. But it's fogged up now because it's 46 degrees, but the humidity is high.
Oh wow, that's really interesting. So that's what you're seeing like outside your house right now.
Now, well, it's about a mile away.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not my camera. Stream Time Live has all of these.
Yeah.
cameras.
Okay. That's really interesting.
That's the river where you see all his ships flying.
Yep.
All his ships flying.
Yeah, majority of all the.
I never knew ships could fly.
I know, you know what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah.
All his flying videos.
Oh, that's funny.
Been to work today, NTJ?
No, I did work today, but I'm off tomorrow. So
Ah, okay.
yeah.
There's the you go to Stream Time Live.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there's Port Huron. There's Mississippi River lock. This is Fort Hood up at Anchorage. Let's see what's going on up there. There. You talk about frozen.
Oh,
That's a sea base, seaplane base, but of course they're not. Everything's frozen now.
Take off.
Yeah, and you can watch that, or you can go down here. That's down in Marine City. There's the fog. You can't even see the river. The river's just. Right
That's
there.
what my screen looked like when I couldn't see the drone camera anymore
Yeah.
last weekend.
And another camera they have is New York Harbor, and it's starting to get foggy there.
Oh wow.
But yeah, Stream Time Live. It's kind of fun to.
That's neat.
It's really neat on nice days.
Because you could see a lot better when it's not.
Yes. Oh yes.
When it's not as foggy.
Yeah. So, Paul, about the earliest I can fly is Thursday, but I told that to the agent, and he says, "Well, the one on Centennial, I don't need them much. The pictures until at least Monday anyway. So, but the whole week is not all that great."
Well, the one thing is, TJ, you know that Paul flies real estate, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
He's got all kinds of programs. He can get a picture that looks like crap, and a couple of clicks, and it looks like $1 million piece of property.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All that editing, it really helps.
Yep, that's where the magic happens, right, Paul?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Take something that looks like a piece of crap, make it look like $1 million.
Well,
Right.
and over in Canada, TJ, the price of housing is astronomically high,
Oh,
Yeah.
for real?
and they sell within 2 or 3 days. He goes out and he also gets paid to put the for sale signs on and remove them.
Oh,
And he goes out, puts a sign up, and the next thing you know, they call him, yeah, take that sign down.
that's pretty awesome. That's
Oh.
pretty. How long has he been in real estate?
I've been doing the signs now for 14 years.
Oh,
And now he's just starting to offer more and more. He had a couple of agents wanted him to fly, so he says, "What the hell?" And they loved it so much. Now the word is spreading amongst the realtors that if you want to really sell, you need some aerials.
man, that's what I want to do. Like, I want try to. Like, I have this friend of, well, it's a friend of my mom's, but also like a friend of ours, I guess. She sells real estate too. And I was asking her if she had anybody that, you know, did any like aerial photography. And she's like, yeah, I already have somebody. I was like, oh. So maybe
Yeah.
I need to start making some business cards and just give them to people like, hey, if you want to use me in your real estate business, I'll do some aerial shots of the house and like the yard and whatever.
Yeah, you might have to do a couple pro bonos just to get
A
them.
couple of freebies to get your name out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, you know, all of a sudden they go, "Oh, well, where are you getting those pictures done by?"
Yeah.
But, you know, and that's been a lot of my thing too, because other agents go, well, who's doing your pictures? You know, they really like them, right? So, but, you know, you just got to, well, but see, the funny thing around here, and it's kind of weird, but they're not interested in video. They just want pictures. Well, shit, I can snap out 30 pictures in less than 10 minutes. Just frame them up, click, move over a little bit or up or whatever, you know. And but you get to know what the agents are looking for. But this agent here right now, I do not only the high pictures, I do the low pictures too with the drone. Like, you know,
Right.
10 feet off the ground, right? He wants me to do all the outside pictures. So
Now, what drone do you use? The Air 2S or the Mavic 3?
Phantom 4 Pro mostly.
Oh, gotcha.
I got the Inspire 1 version 2 for a backup one just in case, right?
Uh,
But
you don't use Air 2S or the Mavic 3?
yeah. Well, the Air 2S would be a nice one to have, but I don't have it, right? So
Yeah.
Well, he's so used to flying the Phantom
yeah.
that you know,
He knows it.
what
He
your
knows
what
it so well, doesn't he?
what's that, Rob?
He knows it so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, I pretty well got that's all I got is really set up for is doing
Yeah.
the pictures, you know, what works for me and stuff. So I don't have to sit there and play with too many settings, right? But
Right.
Yeah.
but see, the thing with TJ is that I already knew all the agents anyways, most of them. I do the lion's share of the signs in Allegan County and stuff around. So the agents know me. So,
God.
you know, but I'm doing aerials for agents. I don't do signs for now, you know?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, yeah.
There's the best dressed pilot right there. You know.
Yeah, my God.
You know, Dre, you ought to have some epaulets up here on the top.
Trey, what's up?
I can be like Captain Obvious.
Yeah,
in
there you
radio
go.
Commercials.
Obvious.
Yeah.
Good evening, Dre.
Good
Pretty good.
evening. How we doing?
Surviving.
Good. What I can do.
Now, are you at home, Dre, or are you still at the office?
I'm still at the office.
Uh,
I'm still at the office. So I heard you
California
guys talking
time.
about you wanted to get in and do some work. So I thought I'd pop in, and so I guess Paul's got it. Mr. Hodges got it covered. It is when you're first starting out, you got to do some grunt work.
Yeah.
You got to do some freebies, some low paying stuff until you build your portfolio up. And like I say, word of mouth is going to make you more money than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Paul, take a look at this one. This is going to be a fun one. This house right here.
Oh,
Wires, trees, everything. Hey.
oh Lord.
Oh, what kind of money you think that'll go for?
Oh, 7, 8.
700,000, 800,000?
Oh, yeah. Something back here. But anyways, if I go here, okay, let's go back to 3D. Okay, so this is the house here. So well, it's got a little bit of a backyard back here, but
yeah.
lots of trees.
That's why I said sometimes you could do with a mini
Paul, something
canoe.
like that. With all that tree foliage around there, other than doing a bird's eye shot, there's not a whole lot of room to take anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
Paul's a magician.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll get pictures there. That's not a problem. But the only thing I don't like, this road is a busy road. That's all. So, I have to find out where the property lines are, but I think it's right there. Yeah.
Yeah, Lenny's in there clapping for you, Rob.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, Lynn.
Lynn's got some pics of Haas she sent you, Paul.
Okay, I'll go look him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one reason why I don't do a lot of residential work is because of situations just like what Paul's showing.
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna run into. You got power lines right there in front of the property. You got a lot of
Yep.
trees front and back.
Well,
And,
I've got that Luminar Neo. I could take the power lines out, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Like I always tell people, I said that when you tell them that costs extra money, they're like, "Oh, don't worry about it."
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is the other one I have to do. There's two of them, but this here's got this is Dalewood. They call it. It's a bit of a lake here, but I got to do this one here, 229 Woodworth Ave. But this house, I did aerials on that house right there.
Hmm.
Yeah. So look at that, 2 doors down, doing some more aerials.
Yeah.
Did that?
I'm saying stuff
that
like
other
that.
one
You just really
sell?
raise it up to a certain level.
Oh,
take the
yeah.
top, bring it straight back down.
That one there went almost. It was over 900. That was a
900,000?
year ago or so.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, whoop, wrong button. Go. I'll find
not-
that house. I'll find that house that's up for sale right now. I seen it on Facebook and it's listed here, but I'll go to who had that listed? What's the name of my customers?
So do you have a ground camera at all, Paul?
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I heard you mention about using the drone at 10 feet. And I like
Well,
that stuff.
Well, see, one of the things that happens, and this agent, he's really busy, but the thing is that I was doing the higher pictures and he was doing the lower pictures. But the
Mhm.
problem is, this is one color, this is another color.
Profile. Yeah.
So if I do them all, they're all same color, right?
Right. Yeah. The color profile
don't-
stays consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now he gets me to do it. So okay, where is that?
I'm going to
house?
show you real quick, Paul Hosser.
Oh, there he is. Wow, he's got a full Band-Aid on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what happened to him?
he was found in Detroit, and he was in a meth house,
Oh,
and he
God.
jumped out of the second story window and broke his leg.
Holy
And
shit.
this is the third time they've tried to fix it.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Whose dog is it?
That's Lenny's.
Oh. God, why would he jump out of a 2-story window?
There was the dog didn't. The dog never explained it, but
Uh,
I don't know if he was if the cat dared him to, or
Oh man.
man, that's crazy.
I just can't imagine you said that with a straight face.
Man.
Now, Paul, I've seen this ad on Facebook earlier. But anyways, it's we'll just go here just for the fun of it. Okay,
well,
where
the other
is-
thing, get in line, Paul, because you need to after this show what you printed up and put on your friends.
Oh yeah, okay. So how much here, Paul? I know this house.
450,000,
Double it.
800,000.
$800,000.
Jesus.
And there's no property with it, is there?
No. Look how close the house is next door and on the other side.
Well, that's what I'm looking at. It's squeezed in there. You
Yep.
don't like it had much property unless it's all behind it.
Yeah. No, there's not much behind it.
Yeah.
And this here is just it's low income, I think. But anyways, but yeah, I could
800,000.
Yeah.
800,000.
Like my mom, she lives in a 50+ community, and like like all the communities, like the houses are literally like right on top of each other. That's crazy.
Look at there's a kitchen. You buy
that's
that for 800,000?
$800,000 kitchen.
Maybe 100,000 for
And
that.
looking at the house,
Is that
you
re- is
showed,
that real
I bet it
marble
was built
flooring?
sometime in about the mid 50s.
Mid 50s, I would say too. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there's 3 apartments in there, right? So,
Hey,
Yep.
TJ, Lynn says
Oh.
that the house that he was in had a meth lab explosion.
yeah.
Oh God,
Hmm.
that's
So he was
crazy.
on the second floor and he jumped out.
Oh, so he was trying to save himself.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Was that real marble flooring on the first
Oh,
kitchen?
No.
Oh,
Hey, Paul, you got that that print you did?
Yep. Come on, everything's not popping up. Okay. So this is what I did to my toilet seat and a friend of mine's.
he's because the lid. The dog has a drinking problem.
Problem.
Oh, that's funny.
He printed it on his vinyl printer and took it. He went over to his friend's house, didn't tell him, and he went to use the bathroom. He came back and left it on, and they called him up later.
Did you happen to see what was underneath your lid, man? On your toilet?
Well, I closed the lid and everything because it was funny because I was over there for coffee last night. And anyways, I went to the bathroom and come back out and finished my coffee. And it was about 8:30. I said, well, time, I better head for home. So I wonder how long it was going to take because they still hadn't noticed it, right? So I get home and I was home about 15 minutes. They come back. I said, oh, that's so cute.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Why do dogs drink out of the toilet anyway? If you have like a thing of water and food,
Well,
right
it looks it to them it looks like a large bowl for drinking out of water, and it's
Yeah.
bright light. You know.
It's probably colder too because it gets flushed a lot more, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you flush it, they get, between sparkling and things, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't they know that like when you clean your bowl, like there's like all kind of chemicals and shit in there, like after you flush it or whatever.
Maybe. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know. But
But-
maybe that helps clean them out.
Yeah, I
Because,
don't know. Yeah.
They probably are drawn to the little baby sausages that are floating around in there.
Yeah.
It is.
Mm.
But I don't have that problem with my dogs. They drink out of, I got a big pot, filled full of water that the cat, they all drink out of that. But my sister sent me a picture like that, and I went, "Oh, God, I got to make that right now." So I was on the internet looking for it. I downloaded it. Well, I've got a Cricut printer, right? So I did that all vinyl. So
Lynn just told you in the chat that Haas now has a full leg plate, the length of the leg. They have a dozen screws in there, and they fused it as well.
Mm.
oh, they took some bone and probably fused it. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pop out, Mr. Murray. I'm
Hey,
still
Dre,
listening
thanks for popping
All
in.
right. We'll see you.
Good to see you, Dre.
Good seeing
Bye,
you,
Dre.
Rob.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear about your drone, bud.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Uh,
All right, I'll be
now
listening.
you're coming to the South Florida Drone meetup, aren't you?
No, I won't be making it this year.
He's
I
in
was trying to make
California.
plans to go to Spin Up, but then somebody told me they're not going to have it this year. I'm
Oh,
gonna wait till
huh.
next year.
Oh, really?
I have to. I'm gonna
Well,
check with
that'll
check
give
with
you
Kelly
plenty-
Shores and see what's up.
That'll give you plenty of time to get your new captain's uniform. And
Yeah, I walk around look like Captain Obvious of a
there you
hotel
go.
thing.
And next year, you'll have an astronaut's license. won't you?
Yeah.
All right, you guys take care.
Okay, Dre, thanks for coming in.
Are you guys, any of you guys on here familiar with Trudeau?
With what?
With
Trudeau,
Trudeau, our prime minister?
the pinhead in Canada.
Yeah, this is one of the ones.
Hey, he's got that on the back of his truck. Don't let him kid you.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I don't think too many people are fond of that Biden guy.
No.
Yeah. Up here's on the back of my
It's on the
truck.
back of his truck.
Oh my God. So, get you like him, Paul.
But see, I make signs too for the real estate. With the cricket. I'm selling these here now $23 a piece. Cost me about $5 to make them, or a little less.
It's
But,
the
yeah.
little extra sign on the for sale signs.
Yeah. So, coming soon's a big one. In-ground pool,
Yeah.
farm, duplex,
Oh,
well,
place,
Oh, that's cool. That is.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same thing though, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Once one of the agents knows he has them, they
Yeah.
talk, and then pretty soon other people are. Do you have those?
Yeah.
See, this here too, Paul. This is the one I picked out when I was doing it because it looks more like a beagle or something down there.
Yeah.
But this one's like a Labrador. Yeah. So it's in different wording or same wording, but different print, right? So, but anyways.
Well, you've been having a lot of fun with that printer.
Oh yeah.
a lot of people are getting those 3D printers too. Those are pretty cool. I like them
Yeah.
things.
I don't have Rob is the king of 3D printers. How many do you have, Rob?
7.
7.
Yeah.
Why do you need so many 3D
Yeah.
printers for?
He's,
Yeah.
he's got a business.
Yeah. But
Oh,
this year I've been making for my grandkids, decals.
Oh, yeah, it's from Bambi.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse and Thumper.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron is here.
Hey, Ron.
The do Ron.
Run.
TJ,
Yeah.
I finished earlier. I don't know if you can see
There's
it.
a print right there.
Oh, that's cool. What is that?
Deadpool.
Oh,
Deadpool.
Deadpool. Oh, that's cool.
Uh,
I haven't got it. I'm too old. I haven't got a clue who the hell Deadpool is, but hey.
Yeah.
He's like, well, it's Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool, but he's a kind of like a ninja looking guy.
Well, if I looked like that going down the street, I probably wouldn't make it a couple blocks before I ended up in the mental hospital.
he's not supposed to be that color. It's the color I made him.
Oh! I thought he really looked like that.
No.
He's red and black. He's got on a red suit and like black like a cross thing on his chest.
But this is Paul. This is something I wanted to buy. I haven't never done it yet. But somebody makes quilts, like like a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says here,
Oh, that's
Hodges
cool.
and the legend. It says here, I may be wrong, but I'm highly doubted because I'm a Hodges. Hodges has 3 sides, fun, crazy, and the
I
side
like
you
the-
never
I like
want to
the-
see.
I like the top right up there. That's a good.
Yeah, if Hodges can't fix it, we're all screwed. It's a Hodges thing you wouldn't understand. God created
Oh, yeah.
superpower and named it Hodges. Oh yeah, that'd been cool to have. Yeah.
It's really interesting how people can take like old shirts or whatever and make a big huge quilt out of them.
Oh yeah, just
Well, I don't want to brag, TJ, but one of my shirts would be a quilt
yeah.
Yeah.
all by itself.
All by itself, one big huge quilt.
Yep.
You all right there, Ron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron, did you go and get your workout key back or?
I did. I went and got that worked out today. And right now I'm waiting for Adrian to call me back. I found an affordable flight. He's supposed to let me know if he can get Friday off or not. He was supposed to get Friday off, pick me up Friday at the airport.
How far away is the airport, Ron?
I think he said about 2 hours. from
Okay.
him.
Well, what you just tell him that, hey, if you can't get Friday off, just start saving up enough money so you can pay for the Uber.
Hmm.
You're talking for the South Florida Drone meetup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're flying into where, Ron?
Orlando.
Orlando.
The cheapest I found, initially I thought it was Frontier, but man, they rape and squeeze you for this and for that. And by the time you're done, it's as much as any other airline.
Every last dime, huh?
Yep. So I actually went through Southwest. And, in all honesty, I have 40,000
Flight miles.
flight miles with United. And if I keep saving them, if I remember last time I needed 60 to go to Maui, I'm going back to Maui next, probably February. I'm not going to make the mistake of going there in December again. It's not that they're not there, but not as plentiful, but I want to go in prime full whale season,
Yeah.
which is February and March are the best.
Yeah.
Man, that deer wearing the Rodney Bell hat, that's just tripping me out, man. That's tripping me out.
I'm thinking about taking the Ray Kelly hat here, Captain Ray,
Yeah.
Yeah.
putting them on the other one.
That's funny.
Hey, little Lama Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Laura Lima.
That hat fits them well, though.
It all fits him well.
I don't know what you heard, TJ. I couldn't find it for 5 months.
Wait,
The Rodney hat. No, the Rodney hat.
the Rodney hat.
I thought it, because I had it here in the office, and I thought I packed it with office stuff. Well, I found it in hunting gear. Or I found it. I've been looking for it since September. I just found it like 2 weeks ago. I got a hold of Rodney right away and sent him a picture. Said, look what I found.
with the deer wearing it.
I know the deer's been in here for several months. He just didn't have a hat on. Now he does. And he's
Funny.
he wore a Rodney hat for about a year back in my old place.
TJ, did you see Ron has a herd of deer that come and lunch with him?
Oh yeah, he was showing that. Whose stream was it?
Johnny's.
Yeah, it was Johnny's stream. Yeah, because he was outside like feeding him the corn and stuff.
Oh.
It's ending season and he turns all Rambo on them.
Yeah.
Hey, Team Dancer.
Hey, Team Dancer.
Hey, good evening.
You see, Russ, he said Canada has some nice big whales. I've seen them shopping in Walmart.
The rednecks here, Paul Hodges, that you were just talking about the sign for Trudeau, but this is not an uncommon sign here in Wyoming. But this is at a local gas station.
Oh yeah,
Brandon.
yeah,
Let's go, Brandon. Own it, Joe.
yeah. Well, did you see the sign that somebody had on a freeway? It says Amber Alert, looking for a 78-year-old guy.
man.
You think he's a president?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know if I ever showed you this picture, Paul, but my friends, where I go for coffee, I have a hard time getting in the door without having a treat in my hand.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, she is just a sweetheart. Oh, she's the biggest suck you've ever seen. 122 pounds.
Hmm.
Wow.
He's always looking for Uncle Paul, huh?
Oh, yeah. She hears a vehicle. She's always, they said, she keeps looking for me around 7 o'clock, right? So when I normally get there. Yep.
That's cute.
I made some brownie points today.
Yeah.
I actually got what could potentially be a get out of jail free card.
Oh, how'd you do that?
Woohoo!
I was down at the gym, met a guy down there, and just picked up a chat with him. Seemed like a pretty nice guy, and we were talking for about a half hour or so. And then he went to leave, and I just like 2 minutes later just came off the one machine, just happened to look out the window where there's this guy lying on the ground. So I run out there. Here he had slipped on the ice, and he boogered up his knee pretty good.
Ooh.
So I said, "Come on, let's get you inside where it's warm, because it's 5-10 below zero." He's out there in shorts. And so I get him inside. I checked out his knee, and I think he screwed it up pretty good. But he's like, God damn, I guess I won't be working today. And I said, well, where do you work? He goes, I'm a cop here in Moorcroft. And they are so super strict on their speed limits there. I mean, you get caught 1 mile over. That's the town. I can't remember if I told you guys that story. My one hunter this past fall, I tell all my hunters, I said, if I'm done hunting with you and you're out on your free time, and if you happen to travel, you go through Moorcroft, do not speed. Did I mention do not speed? And I told them, because I think what they're trying to do, and I kind of understand it, they're trying to justify their existence. It's a town less than 1,000. The county sheriffs already patrol it. The state already patrols it, and the city, so to speak, you can drive through Moorcroft in about a minute.
Yeah.
And so why do you need 3 police departments for a town that small? So there was talk, the county taxpayers are like, why do we need Moorcroft police? So they're trying to justify their existence. So they're just nailing everybody. But here by one hunter, he was a Pennsylvania state trooper. And sure as hell, he got his antelope the first day. And the third day, I'm still out with his buddy. And I come back to the lodge that night, and he pulls me aside. He goes, Ron, what did you tell me the other day? I'm like, dude, what'd you do? He goes, I was in Moorcroft. I'm like, oh, don't tell me. He goes, yep. He goes, I was 35 and in the 30, got pulled over. I pulled out my badge. He said, put your damn badge away and give me your license. Mm-hmm. So those guys they're hardcore, man.
Did you wrap up the guy's knee or whatever, like the cop's knee?
Yeah, I have a first aid kit in my truck. He actually called his wife, and she came down to pick him up. And
well, it's a drive to the hospital, isn't it?
Pardon me?
It's quite a drive to get to medical attention there, isn't it?
About 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where Ron lives is population of about 200.
Oh goodness!
And that includes his herd of deer too.
All right, guys, I'm gonna drop off. It's
Hey, Rob, thanks for popping
Yeah,
in.
Rob.
All right, Rob,
Yeah.
we'll see.
see you all later.
Okay,
See ya.
take
Bye.
care, buddy.
See you,
Yep.
Lynn. See you, everybody.
Yep.
See you, Rob.
Yeah, good to see you, Rob.
DJ, did you get your new drone yet?
No, I was hoping it was gonna get here today, but hopefully tomorrow it'll get here.
What'd you end up buying?
I got the same one that fell out of the sky, the Mavic Air 2.
No, okay.
Yeah. But it was so weird. Like Matt told me that the drone that I bought from him, the Mavic Air 2, was only like 2 years old, but the 2 years old isn't really that old.
Mm-mm.
Technology way, yeah, it is.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like there could have been multiple things that could have happened. Like when I made the post, I was getting all these comments and whatnot, and somebody said maybe the battery could have deployed, maybe like it was overcharged and like it swelled up and just popped out. Maybe somebody had a signal blocker and didn't like what I was doing. So maybe there could have been multiple things going on at one time. But yeah, that's crazy. DJI drones aren't really they're not supposed to fall out of the sky like they do, but I guess, it's happened to other people, and I'm glad I'm not the only one. So
They yeah. So what happened? Just flying along, all of a sudden just dropped like a
yeah,
clock?
I was flying over the beach. Well, before I took off, I let it hover for a few minutes for the satellites and whatnot, and then I took off. I had a good signal and everything, and then when I flew out over the water, that's when my signal started to drop, and then I ran out there to see if I could see it still.
Yeah. Huh.
crazy.
How deep of water did it go down?
Well, it was low tide, and we were gonna walk out there to see if we could find it, but like when it's low tide somewhere, like if you keep walking out, the water's gonna get deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you got that tide going in and out. It's hard to tell if it sat and sank to the bottom or did it get washed out.
Yeah.
The lady that told me, like, I gave her my number just in case if it happened to wash up on shore or whatever. So,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's gonna do any good because salt water and all that shit.
Oh yeah, it's fried. Did you have
Yeah.
Care Refresh or no?
Oh, but I think when my new one gets here, I'm gonna call DJI and get all that going
Yeah.
just in case if that happens again.
Yeah. Huh. What's an Air 2S worth down there? Or an Air 2?
Well, I bought mine for I just bought the drone itself for 300 because I already have the
Already got
back.
everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I might get a couple more batteries off of Amazon or something.
Yeah.
Did you buy it from DJI or?
Well, actually, Mark helped me look for one, and I bought it. Man, I really like that guy. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Was that Mark Fisher?
Yeah.
Where'd Paul go? Let me out?
Uh,
Shovel water. But anyways,
oh.
I'll have to show Paul this in a minute, but here's another decal I can make up, Yeah, you got one hairy ass.
That's pretty funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, just I was sitting there with thinking about the cricket there the other day. And geez, I can make my own targets. Yeah.
I just put those on the toilet seat.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But okay, well, back to here. Okay, we're trying to find one. So I got somebody else kind of interested in one, but they want one with a pug. So I got to see if I can find one.
Oh, pugs, not drugs.
Yeah, pugs, not drugs.
Pugs, not drugs.
Or just, if I could just, because I can get just the words. Then all I got to do is find a picture of a pug, I guess, and just, marry them up, weld them together or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wish I had one. It was all get a German Shepherd and stuff, but got Labradors and.
Can you just put it like in the search thing, pictures of pugs or something?
Yeah, well, just at the web. I'm just at the website where it had all the sayings for dogs, right? I thought you might have one in there, but I don't know what that one is. Dude, no, that's look. No, that's not one. Even got one for a cat. Yeah.
What's it mean when you look in the chat and it says message retracted?
Well, somebody put a message in there, and you can go back and take it out if you want. If you screwed it up really bad or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Like, wait, retracted.
Yeah. Yeah. See, this one here. See, it's a German Shepherd. That's a pretty good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Paul probably went to go use the bathroom anyways.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back more, see if we can find view all. Yeah, okay, see if we can come up with something else here. Yeah.
That deer's tripping me out with the Rodney Bell hat on.
I've got one.
What's funny is when I first started, it took about the second week when I was here, because I've only been here since the beginning or middle of September. And there were so many people that said, Ron, did you move? Because if you look at some old live streams before September at my old place, the closet was right there. The deer were set up. And Matt North goes to me and goes, Ron, is there a window
vaguely
on your right
remember.
side? And I said, yes, there is a window on my right side. And if you look, it's right there. Everything's the same. It looks like I didn't even move.
I think I vaguely remember a closet somewhere.
Yeah. And I had that table that I made, and yeah, it's almost identical.
Oh, gotcha.
And the
You make
room-
that out of what kind of wood did you make that out of? The table.
That's just I think it was just a pine. But I took a torch and kind of burned it. I haven't varnished it yet.
Oh, gotcha.
I had it for like a year and haven't varnished it yet.
Yeah.
I should go peek outside and see if the critters are
Yeah,
out.
you're gonna say I wonder if, yeah.
What's
Got a
what
bunch
is
of corn.
what's the sign man cave something on your?
Oh yeah. Man cave where men can be men.
Oh,
Really?
that's awesome.
I have another one. Another man cave sign. Where the hell do I have that? It's somewhere in the house.
Oh,
No. Let me go see if the critters are here.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Just
Yeah.
found,
feed us. We're hungry. We're hungry.
yeah. So I could just get a
Oh yeah,
picture
there you
of-
go. There's a whole bunch of pugs right there.
Yeah, right there. I could take one. Yeah, see, this one's got his feet up on the counter, so that one there would be a good one
Yeah.
because looking over the edge, right? So
Right.
yeah, that'd
But
be
what
that
is-
one there.
What is that? Oh, the same thing. My dog has a drinking problem.
Oh, they got a thing across here protecting that one.
But you could take
Yeah,
the word pug and you can like take it away and then write.
yeah, but right in the face of it, it's got can stock. They got a thing on it. So
Oh, well, you couldn't really see that if you looked really close at it.
yeah. Let me see. Yeah, well, I can. Well, I downloaded it anyways, so I can always. Okay, there's one there. Got
I've
one
spec-
little. You can barely see it, but the thing is, you wouldn't see that anyways because it's going to be black and white. You're not going to see that because
Right.
I'm not printing it. Yeah, that's not a bad one there. I'll just save the image because I can take the background out. I got a program for doing that and make it transparent.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there's one there. Cool, another one there. Save that because this lady wants me to see if I could do one for her.
Oh, so
So,
she has a pug, obviously.
oh yeah. Now there's one there. Save image, yes, because I can play with it. Yeah.
Right. You could put like all different, or you could even use where did it go? The one that had go down. Oh, no, scroll down. What was it? You have to. I think it was like back a page.
Yeah.
There was one and it had a banner like on the lower side, like
Yeah.
there was a banner underneath it and it looked like you could write something in there.
Well, here's one right here. Ecstasy. Let me see. Yeah, because I want one with the. That's not a bad one there. I'll just
No.
save the image. Okay. Okay. So. Oh, that one's not bad. Well, that's about the same one, I think. I don't know. Oh, I just download them and I'll play with them and isolate it. So. Yeah, Bug Life.
The
Oh,
pug
there's all kinds of things, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Pug,
you-
Pugkin.
There's one right there. Yeah. Save image. Image
Oh
your
yeah, that one.
phone. That's kind of cool. That one
Yeah.
there. That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah. Actually, that's a really good one. Did I save that? Or just save it just in case? Yeah, full. Yeah. Because I got to convert it to an SVG file, but
I
you
want to
see-
get a dog at some point. We have a cat, but she's really annoying.
Oh yeah.
He probably says the same thing about you.
Yeah, probably does. Well, I didn't know if you noticed, but earlier she was, just kind of chilling on my chest or something. I was trying to put the camera down and see if anybody noticed.
Hey, Paul, I got one for you. One here, I found one we thought might be not bad. Right.
Let's see.
You got one hairy ass.
That's funny.
Um,
Well, does your friends have 2 bathrooms, Paul? You could take another one over.
yeah, really. No, they've only got the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go upstairs, use your bathroom back in the back. Oh, they know what I was up to if I had something like that after the first one, right? So,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, word remove background program. Okay, cool. Bring that up. I just got to add into an image that I just did. That one there. Yep, start. Okay, done. So if I go to, where did I go? Here to remove BG. And that one right there. Yeah, cool. That works. This one
Well-
here.
Well, Ron, you need some kind of a sign in your truck, don't you? It says like,
Yeah.
come fly with me or something.
Yeah.
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 That'd be-
There's a,
Come fly with me.
Yeah.
yep, it's pretty cool. That one there. So yeah.
I used
Okay.
to have one on the back of my Jeep. I actually got from my flight program in Black Hill, or it's called Black Hills Life Flight in Rapid City when I used to work for, but they had a, we call them window stickers made up that said drive safe or we will see you naked. Because the trauma patients, we go in there with if I can't see it, I can't fix it. So we start cutting clothes.
Yeah. A 4-year-old shot at police at
No
Mickey
shit.
D's. Wow.
Where the hell was that?
Where was
Wow.
that?
Man, did y'all hear about that helicopter crash in Miami?
There was 2 in Utah today too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
Blackhawks on a training mission.
Here comes
Yeah.
JD. There he is.
Hey, JD.
Hey,
Wow. What's happening, JD?
how's it going?
Good.
Okay.
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, JD.
Not too bad.
Okay. Out to
Yeah,
canvas.
it was the most craziest thing. Like right after my drone fell right into the water, I come back and turn the TV on, hear about a helicopter crashing in the water in Miami. I was like, oh my God, that looks just like
Oh,
You don't suppose they were covering your incident?
I don't know, maybe they were, maybe they were.
That lady that you talked to might have called the news crew.
Yeah.
I was
They-
looking at
they-
that
they swapped-
helicopter. It was a single engine. I think he had an engine failure
Yeah.
and he was doing an auto rotation and he's like, I'm not going to land in that crowd. There were so many people on that beach.
On the beach. Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
he forced himself because you have so much control when you come down on an auto rotation. And believe it or not, you can land. I've landed with simulated auto rotations. It's smooth.
Yeah. You flare at the end and it just,
Yep. And I think that's what he did, but he just chose to land in the water as opposed to, because, you land on the ground there, especially if the skids split a little bit and those blades come down and you could injure or kill a lot of people. So,
Yeah, that was pretty wild and crazy.
yeah, I don't know what happened with those Blackhawks. They're on some kind of training mission up Snowbird, which is one of the ski resorts in Utah. And
So what's on everybody's menu for dinner? Or has everybody eaten yet? Or
Got some leftover vegetable soup,
oh, nice.
vegetable
Okay.
beef.
I'm going to show you guys that I think this is what Drone Pool was talking about. Screen share. There it is. Police say it was a 4-year-old acting on his dad's instructions.
oh shoot! Wow.
Oh, the dad pulled the gun on the McDonald's workers for messing up his order. One of the officers turned toward the man's car. He saw the gun pointed at his fellow officer. The officer swiped the gun to the side. As it fired, the bullet grazed his arm and shooting up into the awning above the McDonald's drive-thru. It was then that he got a look at the shooter, a 4-year-old boy. Police said the boy fired because his father, Sadat Johnson, had told him to shoot the officers. Aside from the investigating officer, no one was hurt. Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
We live in a strange world.
Yeah, that we do. That we do.
Hmm.
People have nothing better to do than to go commit a crime. Like they wake up like, oh, I think I'm gonna go kill someone today. Crazy.
Yeah, drone shots, that's the one you were talking about, isn't it?
Who, me?
No, drone shots.
Uh,
So TJ, is your wife into flying drones at all?
I got her to fly one time, but like I don't know. Like she flew those she flew the little fighter drone that I won off of Ready Set Drone. But like I try to get her, she's like, I don't want to do it.
Well, either they're into it or they're not.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Ron, did Michelle ever fly any of your drones?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she loved it.
She has one, doesn't she?
Well, she's wanting to buy one, but when she found out how much it costs and everything, she's going to wait a little bit. She got some other finances going on right now, but no, she when I a couple different times we met up like a halfway point. It's in Salt Lake area, and we met up there like for a weekend, spent the weekend together, and we went up. Trying to remember the name of the one pass, but yeah, she flew my Phantom 4 Pro. She did it really well for the first time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully mine will get into it one of these days.
I haven't had my. I think I've had mine out once or twice this year so far. Just it's too damn cold.
Move to Florida. Move to Florida.
Well, I think if Ron were to ever move, he might go back to California
Yeah.
because then he can go up in the mountains and hunt and
Yeah. Fish.
Fly drones.
Mhm. I've been in Florida in the middle of the summer.
Yeah, I mean it's not too bad. I mean, it does get pretty hot in the summertime, but in the winter it's really not that cold. Really, probably like in the 60s or something, 60s, 50s.
Hmm.
Man, I remember when we were what was it? We're in February. Like it was like
Oh,
kinda-
whack-a-mole. Damn
it was
it.
like what happened?
Oh, Arizona street media beat me to it.
Whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
No, when the fair was in town, we went to the fair, and man, it was so cold. The wind was blowing. We had on sweatshirts and hoodies and long pants. I mean, it was like really, really cold. Where's that at?
That's down there at
Hmm.
St. Augustine, the Teeny Martini Bar.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Oh, Murray, there's a Marlin Spike. Can I try and join? First time newbie here.
Sure. He should be able to just join. It's not blocking anybody.
Yeah, the lake is at the top of the channel there, so. Here's one I'm working on, Paul. The lady's got a pug, eh? So. Paul?
Yeah.
That lady's
Yeah.
got a pug, so I was thinking something about this. Still working on the lettering, but yeah, I don't know.
It should say down below it in parentheses, thanks for the stool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Thanks for this. There's this little I don't know. I saw it on a shirt or like in a comic, or I saw it somewhere. And these two flies are sitting there, and there's two like pieces. There's two shits like sitting right there, and the fly comes, and the one fly's sitting on one pile of shit, and the other fly asks him, "Hey, is this stool taken?"
That's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Trip,
Hey,
how are
Hey,
you doing?
Trip.
Hey, Paul, how are you?
Well, another day in paradise here in Port Huron, Michigan. Where are you at, Trip?
I am in Elephant Butte, New Mexico.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
yeah.
JD, you're not too far from. No, who was I thinking of?
JD's in Kansas City area.
Yeah. No.
TJ's
Very-
in Florida, and Ron, you're up in Wyoming,
Mhm.
and Paul is in Ontario, and I'm in north of Detroit in Michigan.
So,
You're kind of
are
near
you
where.
are you into drones or anything or what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What kind
What
of
do you
drones
fly?
got?
What kind of drone do you fly there, Trip?
I really mostly enjoy flying my Spark.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
nothing wrong with that.
That's good little. That was a good little one. That one was.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Matt over in Australia is still flying a Spark too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Spark is nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever go over to Northeast Drone? He's on the
Friday
East
night.
Coast here. What time is he on there, Ron?
Friday nights at it's either 5 or 6.
Eastern, right? Yeah. And he's got a whole bunch of guys that fly over there, and he'd love to hear that you're still flying the Spark, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. That's fine.
Is that have you flown any other drones, or is that just the one you have?
We can't hear you too well.
I don't know if he can hear us.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
The question, did you take and mute your YouTube feed?
Hold on. Do I need to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you do that, you won't get the feedback in your headset.
Okay. So, there.
You
Let
go
me
to
mute
the
this.
YouTube feed, mute it.
Yeah.
And come back
Okay.
to the live stream.
The YouTube is muted.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, that makes it a whole lot better. 'cause you
Makes
won't
it
get
easier.
Oh, there we
feedback.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha, ha.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I have a Phantom 4 Obsidian, which.
Oh, well, cool.
Yeah.
Paul flies Phantom Force.
I got a couple Phantom Force Pros. Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
the Obsidian is a pro,
Yep.
and it has the 1-inch sensor.
Yeah.
It's
Which-
fast also,
Yeah.
but the Spark, what I find is that it can get places where
Yeah.
people don't feel threatened.
Yeah. It's the same way with the Mini and the Mini 2. They're so small.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Right.
only thing about the Spark that I didn't like, because I've flown them all. The Spark is noisy.
Yeah, it sounds like a little bumblebee.
Yep.
And it you have to be quick.
Yep.
You only have about 10 minutes,
Yep.
10 to 12 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun
Well,
little.
Do you fly like anything in particular, special events, or
No, just a hobby.
no? There you go.
Yeah.
Have you heard from Mel?
I have not heard from Mel in quite some time. He's been busy over there. He with the old guy. What's his
Lloyd?
name? You know who I'm talking about, Ron?
Lloyd Mendenthal, Grumpy.
Lloyd.
Yeah, no, yeah, Lloyd. I just talked to Lloyd today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rodney did a impromptu middle of the week live stream this afternoon.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Trippy's talking about Rodney Bell. Do you know Rodney?
No.
Rodney does he does sunrises, and he also does Saturday morning coffee early.
With
Also
Rodney.
known as Big Sexy. You might know him by that.
Think Mel was on wasn't he on Sunday night for a little bit? I think. Mel was.
Yeah,
And then Johnny Drone Flyer, he does coffee with too sometimes. Like
Yeah.
on every
he does it
Saturday.
on Sunday mornings.
yeah.
Is it better to watch this on Zoom meeting or YouTube?
On Zoom.
Zoom.
Zoom?
But
If you're gonna be
what-
on the
what-
panel, watch it on Zoom.
Yeah.
okay, but
So-
what you do first though, when you bring it up on YouTube, do you know how to pop out the chat on YouTube?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
over to
so
the right
pop-
there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So you pop out the chat and then close YouTube down and just watch Zoom, but you can see the chat from the YouTube and it won't interfere with each other.
Okay. Let me
There's
see.
several different ways to do it. I do it differently. I have YouTube over here, but I've shrunk it down. Then I have Zoom over here, and I moved it over so that it overlaps.
There we go. I think I prefer to watch it on YouTube, but listen to it on Zoom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So on Zoom,
There's about a
I only
15-second
get
delay
a
though.
Yeah, there's
thumbnail.
a 15-second delay. Yep.
yeah.
I get a thumbnail above on the top.
What?
Is that one of the view settings?
What type of device are you watching it on?
Laptop.
Okay.
Android?
Yeah, if you go to the view up at the top right corner and go to gallery.
Go to
In Zoom?
gallery view. Up in the
Gallery.
top right corner of the black box on Zoom. And you get to pick whether you want speaker view, then the speaker comes up, or gallery view shows us all
Yeah.
on Zoom.
Right now, you should be able to see 6 people total.
There we go. All right, so I have the guy, I don't know your name, with all the deer on the wall.
That's Ron.
Yeah.
Okay. You,
Okay,
you-
so how does it switch? Now
Okay,
I have Paul.
okay. Now, if you go up to the top of your Zoom, it says view,
The Zoom
Okay, yeah.
box. Yep.
click on
Yeah.
it. It'll say gallery.
Oh, I
Like-
see. It says speaker.
Yeah,
Whoever
speaker.
is speaking. I
Whoever's
see.
talking, but you want to go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to gallery and you get
Gallery.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot better.
Yeah. Now you can see everybody. Yeah.
Right.
And it's all
Yeah.
in real time too. So
Yeah.
People with iPhones like me, I have to swipe like back and forth so I could see everybody.
So you're viewing it on iPhone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Some people, when if they're using their iPhone, it's like TJ said earlier, when he goes and plays a game with somebody, he's got his iPhone and then over here is a tablet so that he can see what's
Yeah.
going on.
Like, yeah.
Is that a on your monitor behind you, Paul? Is that a Sarnia view?
That is Port. Oh, let me get that off there. What the hell? That's up there.
What is that view?
That is Port Huron, and that's the that bridge, Port Huron, and over the other side is Canada, Sarnia, Ontario.
So
that's-
it.
That's me standing right there next.
Oh,
to,
I see. That's a photograph taken with a drone.
yeah, because right now it's all fogged in.
Oh, okay. I thought that was some Canadian because yeah, that couldn't be live.
No, Arizona Street Media says that he's you're close to him. He's down in Arizona.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arizona Street Meeting. Can you see the chat on YouTube?
No, I'm only on Zoom meeting right now.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
know where let's see where here it is. Yeah, here. I can move it over to a different screen.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that's what I do.
Yeah.
Did you pop your chat out?
No, I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Okay, bring YouTube back up,
Yeah, I got it.
bring it out front,
Right.
and then go up in the top right-hand corner where the chat is, and you'll see three little dots.
Okay.
Click on those three dots and you'll see a selection. It'll say pop out chat.
Right next to where it says live chat. Go over three dots to the right of that. Just above where it says join the panel.
It says three dots.
Right at the
Says-
top. But you,
They're right.
Oh, I see. Participants pop out.
Yep.
Hit
Pop
Yeah,
out
pop
chat.
out chat.
Yep.
Right. So there we go.
And then you can move that around and place it
Wherever
wherever
you
on
want.
your screen that you want.
Okay.
And then you can actually close YouTube at this point.
You can if you'd
Yeah.
like to, but it doesn't hurt anything if you want to overlap. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Oh, huh.
But Marshall is Arizona Street Media. He's down in Arizona,
Right.
and he said he's close to you.
Okay. So I'm just gonna move chat over to, there we go. Hello,
Yeah.
I'm missing something.
you missing something?
Seems like. It's YouTube.
You're from New Mexico?
No, I'm from Fort Huron.
Hmm.
Paul, do you remember that about 6 or 7 years ago? Maybe less than that. Maybe 4 years ago. We had a drone meetup at the park, Fort Huron Park.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And
You
Mel-
gotta remember, us old guys, our memories aren't that good. You said 3 or 4 years ago. It's like, okay.
Mel was there with his semi.
Well, Mel did a video when he came to town with me.
This was before that
Okay.
at the Port Huron where Baker's Field used to be.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
There was about 10 or 15 of us that day.
Yep. That's quite a few years ago.
Yeah, it has been.
In Paul years.
Yeah. That was a different life.
Yeah.
So Trip, are you in Port Huron right now?
No, I'm in New Mexico.
New Mexico. Okay.
It's still sunny. It's 5 o'clock here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dark,
Oh.
right?
So you're in mountain time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so am I.
Yep. Ron is
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
He's up in Wyoming, just north of you.
I went through there last year.
Trip,
Whereabouts?
are you retired, Trip?
Yes.
Okay. What did you do in your previous work life?
I worked for Fujifilm.
Oh.
Oh.
Fujifilm. Ron is an avid outdoor photographer,
Uh-huh.
and he puts up a lot of great video and photos. And he gets chased by bears and all kinds of things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Deer.
Yeah. And he feeds the deer out in his front yard, and yet he's a hunting guide in season.
Uh-huh.
So all the deer have decided it's better to keep him in sight rather than out of sight. So they
Yeah.
Were they there? Were they there when you went to go check earlier?
No.
No.
No, the rabbit's out there though. I don't know what it is in my yard. He likes my yard.
he likes you, Ron. Don't kid yourself.
Uh,
Well, he's out telling all the other bunnies come over to Uncle Ron's house.
here's the funny thing is
All the good food.
Yeah.
when I was in living in Reno, Michelle lived with me part-time, like 3-4 days a week.
Uh-huh.
She lived in Sacramento, but she lived with me because her job was in Reno. And she stayed with me like 3-4 days a week. But there was a bunny rabbit in my back. She named him Bun Bun. So, and I told her about this rabbit, and sure as hell, the first day, he wasn't around for about a week. And the first day she's here, he's outside. I'm like, oh, there's Bun Bun. He traveled from Reno to Wyoming.
Yeah.
But he was out there all morning. He left this afternoon, and he's out there right now.
Trip, Ron is a paramedic, a flight paramedic. He flies people around in planes or helicopters and stuff.
Seems to be a very dangerous job.
I'm an adrenaline junkie. It's fun.
I watched all the reports on the one in San Diego that went down about a month ago, where the Learjet was doing an approach with a 180-degree turn, and it fell right out of the sky in the turn. It had pilot, co-pilot, and 2 nurses on board. Lost them all.
Oh, I did hear about that one. Yes. Yeah. I don't know what type of plane that was. And I know in certain planes well, obviously any aircraft, takeoff and landings are most crucial, but I used to work in Elko, Nevada, and shortly after I left, probably a month, my partner called me, my old partner, and we had a competition at the same airport, different company, but they're in a King Air 90. We were in the King Air. We had the Pilatus, but it was a twin prop, smaller plane. But he lost an engine on takeoff when he was turning. And when that happens, the pilot has a matter of like 2 seconds, 3 seconds to make a decision as to how to correct that. And he didn't correct it. and he went right down into one of the casinos, right across the street from where we're based at. And yeah, so I'm wondering what happened with that one. One of our competitions, I work up in North Dakota, and sad part is I just talked to the medic the day before. I knew him for a couple of years and just chatted with him the day before. And the very next day he was working and they crashed. Yeah.
No.
None of them survived that, did they?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, it was trying to remember what they were. It was a different, I can't remember the name of that plane, but it had a maintenance history.
issue?
It had some issues, and they think because of the way it hit the ground that it fell apart in flight. And yeah, they were
Probably tilted, ripped off a wing, and yeah.
I think on that one, if I remember, I think they said the tail fell off. Literally, parts of the tail disassembled. The funny thing is, I finished up work. I had talked to the medic that morning. We were on a late flight. I went home about an hour. I got off shift about an hour late, and I left. I went directly to the lodge and met my hunters. And I'm up in a tree blind. My boss calls me at like 2:00 in the afternoon. He goes, "Ron, just calling to make sure you're okay." And I'm whispering. He goes, "Ron, why are you whispering?" I'm like, "I'm out in the woods hunting."
Yeah.
"Yes, I'm okay. What's going on?" I hadn't heard about the crash. So, yeah. Yeah, it happens,
Well, it's like any kind of like nursing or any of those kinds of things. You develop a kind of a tight knit community draw together,
You do, and I'll tell you what, guys, I said 27 years flying. And I can honestly say I don't go, not every day, but I'd say damn near every week. I sit and think about, some of the people that I've known, have been friends with people, and I remember one year I was out at in Fort Hunter Liggett, California, and they called us for a mission. Our pilot turned it down for weather, so they called the next closest helicopter, and it just so happens the nurse on that helicopter was best friends with my partner, and she's on the phone with her. They were just gabbering, and the other nurse said, "Hey, we have a flight," and we didn't know where it was. We didn't know it was the same accident that they had requested us to that they turned down. And that other nurse said, "Well, our pilot just gave it a weather go." That's the last time she talked to her.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. You don't.
Yeah.
So I do. I probably about once a week I think about it. What if something happened,
Yeah, who's going to take care of the bunny and the herd?
I know.
Yep.
Yeah,
They depend on you. You got dependents,
I do.
You can probably put that on your taxes.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder if I could work it under my guiding
Yeah, there you go.
deer management.
Yeah, that's it.
Has any of you had COVID?
No, I haven't. TJ, you haven't either.
No, I've never had it. Like
AD,
I
no.
have a very strong immune system, so
I've had it.
sick,
I have
so-
it.
Ron, you had it?
Yep. I was more sick from the shot than I was from COVID.
You don't want to get it.
No,
It's
Buddy,
it's pretty
I mean,
rough.
a few
it all
people-
depends on your health,
Yeah.
It does.
your immune system, your personal health. I got a very, very close personal friend. He had COPD to begin with, the last 10, 15 years of his life. And he got COVID and it's destroyed his lungs. He's on oxygen permanently now the rest of his life. I had COVID. I gotta admit, it took me a better part of 2 months. I could not go out and hike like I do now.
Uh-huh.
I was short of breath. My lung capacity was not good for a couple months.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it was good. It was good for you to stay home, Ron, because if you couldn't, your lung capacity was down, you couldn't escape those bears that were chasing you.
Mm-mm. No. But
But yeah, the thing of it is that it's it affects people differently.
it does.
And some people have a natural immunity for whatever other reason, it's like my doctor told me that I have natural immunity from when I was a kid. I used to take the sugar cube with the polio vaccine in there, and it was about 6 months later or so I got polio, and I was in the hospital, and they were pumping me with all kinds of experimental drugs and everything else. And so the doctors tested me and they says, don't you ever worry about too much, because the worst you'll get is just a little bit sick on anything, but you have what's known as natural immunity.
3 by 6.
So there's that about it. That's
looks like Hodges has a drone following him every time he like turns around or something.
well, see, he's got what's that program, Paul?
Oh, NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's NVIDIA broadcast.
It
Yeah.
doesn't move the camera, it just changes the image.
Yeah, it looks like a drone's just like kind of like hovering near his face and just like following him every time he moves
Well,
around.
Paul's a professional, not like the rest of us,
They must be hunkered down in somebody's garage.
Yeah.
Go feed my face.
Do you still have the Inspire, Paul?
Paul Hodges has the Inspire. There it is.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Do you have yours? Paul?
No, it was one of mine. I had 3 of them at one time.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
But I'm flying the Mavic 3 Pro, which I benched. I have the Mini 2, which is benched just for special occasions. But my go-to drone right now is the Mavic Air 2S.
Yes.
Yep.
You have a Mavic 3, Paul?
I want to get one.
Mavic. No, the Mavic 2. I didn't get the 3, but everybody says that there's this wrong with it and that wrong with it. And
Ray Kelly's got a Mavic 3 and he tried to update it and he was having problems with the updating.
yeah.
Issues.
Well, who put theirs in the tree? That was
Dennis.
Dennis Lovelady. Yeah.
Yeah, it just started reacting on its own.
Yep.
Okay, so if I print that,
Crazy. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna hop off here and go get me something to eat.
Okay, TJ. Thanks for
Okay,
stopping
TJ.
in, buddy.
yeah.
All right, y'all have a good rest of your week. We'll
nice
see
meeting
y'all.
you.
Okay,
Hey,
we'll see
TJ.
y'all
Take
next
care.
time. Yeah, I've had them all. I had the Spark, I had the Air 2, the Air 2S.
Didn't have.
You had the Mini, didn't you, Paul?
Yeah, I had the original Mini. I bought that twice, I think. I bought the Mini 2 and it's over here. And then I have I had the original Mavic 2, which had the camera that used to hang down below, and I didn't like that because it had zoom, but you had to click the lever on the controller and it did this in and out. Where now the zoom on the Air 2 and on the Mini just goes in and comes out again.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, the Air 2 handles as much wind as the other day when I did the that ice breaking. I don't know if you saw it, Trip, or not, but I did the ice breaking in the Black River. It was 35-mile-an-hour winds gusting up to 45.
Wow.
Just flew just fine. In fact, when it came back to land, Ron, it came back and it was,
Oh, really?
and it landed. But, you know, if you looked at it on the screen, you didn't see any of that, you know, it just, so it had to be when out there and was flying, it had to be zipping around a little bit, but the video came out perfect.
You know, the only problem I had with a drone with wind was the Phantom, because you know it was so top heavy and sat so high with those skids. I remember when I was up on them, I was real close to what's his name on Maui.
Oh yeah, what the guy that does all the
Yeah. I was very close to his house because I was on the road to Hana, which is where he lives. And yeah, I was up on top of a mountain. I know the winds were 40 to 50. And no sooner, all I did was start the motors up and it went blink.
Yep.
The
Paul, have
wind
you
got-
ever had that problem with your Phantom, just the wind just tipping it
Yeah.
over while it's on the ground?
Yeah, I've had that happen.
That's the reason I went to the Inspire, because it's such a wider stance, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I just make sure before I take off that it's kind of protected from the wind.
Well,
It's
some
probably
people,
better
you
off
know,
to
some
hand
people
hold it to take off.
hand
Yeah.
launch, yep, hand launch it, yep.
I usually hand catch it, but usually I launch it from my pad, right? So
Ron, that guy in Hawaii, is that the guy that does the
Does all the
extreme long,
reviews.
Yeah, he
extreme
does a lot of
long
reviews
distance?
and- yeah. what
Can't
the
think
heck?
of his name.
Yeah.
He flies like 6 miles out and back.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. That's him.
Insane.
yep, we're gonna buy a $3,000 drone, gonna fly 6 miles out over a lake or an ocean.
Yep.
Over the mountains, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he does a great job though.
I was just reading on Facebook on one of the drone Phantom pages. Some guy just lost his drone in the lake today.
oh,
Yeah. That happens a lot.
no, it does.
Well, a drone bum, he lost 2 of them, didn't he? In
Yeah.
the ocean?
We had
Oh, is that the guy in Hawaii?
No, the guy, he's on the East Coast, but he put one in the drink, and then about a month later, 2 months later, he put another one in the drink.
Well, unless your name is Rob, he lost 2 in one day.
Yeah, within 10 or 15 minutes, yeah.
doing one day.
Yep,
yeah.
and they were both brand new.
About that time Mel had his Inspire up,
He ran
And then-
into it, yeah,
his Mavic ran into it following it.
yeah.
Both came down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an expensive day. Yeah. There's Miss Maria. Oh.
Yeah.
JDS.
Hey, I'll show you the windy, what I just did. Let me get it prepped here. I'm not going to show the whole thing. I'll skip through it, but it was ice breaking in the Black River. It turned out fairly well. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the flags.
Woo.
Where were you,
JDS.
Paul? 10th Street Bridge?
Just right next to the harbor master's office there.
Oh, yeah. River Street.
Yep. It's interesting to watch them break that ice up. Just keep going. That's the LNR fisheries across the river. They get a little side job in the summertime in the Black River. Over there at Lixie Fisheries. south of the Blue Water Bridges.
Arizona wants to join.
Yeah.
Come on in, Marshall.
I'm gonna get to the point where I saw it on the monitor and it scared the hell out of me. See where these posts are all over here? Those are a whole line of condos.
They've really cleaned that up. That
Yeah.
development there. That was one of the worst sections of Black River.
Okay, here we go. I think this is the one I shot. May not be. Watch right over here.
Yeah, I could do.
No, this might not be it. Backs up. Okay. This is the shot. Okay, watch right over here in the corner of the video. Oh! Those are all condos behind there. There's see it, condos. But you can't tell that it's windy. That drone just works.
Yeah.
Isn't that? Aren't they doing it a little early?
They do it about midwinter to keep it from tearing up the docks. And he'll probably come out again later.
That's an icebreaker, Paul?
No, that's actually a fishing tug.
Oh, really?
They go out in the lake and throw nets in, and then they haul them back in.
Here's, I said, we were winds 40, gusting to 50. This is on the road to Hana. Is this sharing?
Yep.
Um,
That you in the water or what?
No, this is a waterfall that, this is on, this is on the big, this is on the Big Island at Rainbow Falls.
Oh,
Did you click the boxes at the bottom there, Ron?
Maybe I didn't. Here, hold on.
Because that makes it choppy if you don't do that.
I did not.
Yeah, click the right-hand box; it'll automatically.
Here we
click.
go. Yep, got it. Now, let me see. Tell me if it looks better.
Okay. Yes.
Yep. And then this guy dives into the water. This is on top of the waterfall. This is on the Big Island, and then this is on Maui. Here I'm in 45 knot, 50 knot winds. Look how smooth that is.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and then here, the next clip, I'm in sport mode. It looks like I'm in cinematic mode.
Yep. You're hardly moving.
Yeah, I'm doing like 8 knots. It's incredible.
Well, that's the interesting thing about the Inspire. I don't think Paul has tried that yet, but
Yeah.
the Inspire, if you put the arms down, you can do it on the controller. You can either have it go up, or if you're in flight, you can put the arms down by, just from the controller.
This is
And
that road to Hana.
It'll go 45 in normal mode. You bring the arms down, it'll do 58 miles an hour.
Wow. This is that little windy, curvy road to Hana. Well, I was already in Hana. I'm on my way back up to the north part of the island. Watch this right here. I didn't realize it until I got home, but there was a bunch of wild pigs here. Watch them take off.
what drone is this?
This is the Phantom 4. There they go. Yeah. I didn't realize they were there. There's wild pigs all over the island, but yeah. Anywho, that was.
So you're going back to Hawaii, right?
Yeah. This was a neat waterfall. What I went and did what these kids did. I went up on halfway up the ledge and dove in.
You did that?
Yeah. Here, I'll show you right here.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then here, this is why I felt so bad. My friend here is a retired Navy SEAL. I didn't realize he had a bad back, and I took him on that hike up to Volcano National Park on Maui. We went up. I wanted to see live lava, and that was my goal. But this is with a phone, obviously. I couldn't fly the drone in the national park, but I got to walk right up to live lava.
Well, could you feel the heat?
Oh God, could you ever? And smelled like rotten eggs.
Sulfur. Yep.
The sulfur, it stunk. Yeah. But that was the only thing that scared me. I don't know if I ever told you that story. One of the more stupider things I've done in life. We went to Volcano National Park, and you can only drive in so far by vehicle. Then you either had to walk or they had bicycle rentals, and it was 5 miles in by bicycle. And we took the bikes in. We got to this certain area. He goes, "What the hell is this?" It was a blockade, and there were park rangers standing there. And he goes, "This wasn't here 2 weeks ago." Here, what had happened was we were, I don't know, half a mile from the ocean. And here a big chunk of the land had broken off into the ocean. So the Park Service put up a blockade. They felt it was unsafe. I'm like, I just traveled 6,000 miles. I want to see lava. And I was so pissed. And the footage I was getting with my camera, that far out, because I wanted to see where the lava dumped right into the ocean.
Right.
We didn't get to see it. And all of a sudden, these two girls, I looked off to my right, and they're coming down off the side of the mountain. And I said, "Hey," "where were you guys at?" They said, "We were up there." I'm like, "Is that lava up there?" They go, "Yeah." They said, "Oh, you got to go up." I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." And Tom looked at me and goes, "Ron, we got to have these bikes back in an hour." I'm like, "I don't care." I said, "Go ahead and run your bike back. I'll call you when I get back." I said, "But I travel 6,000 miles. I want to see lava." He goes, "I'm not going to let a brother go in there alone." We left, guys, at 7:30 at night. I thought what looked like 1,000 yards was a little longer. We found out it was over 5 miles one way. So we did a 10-mile round trip hike. We got back at 5:45 in the morning.
Oh my God.
We were a little late getting the bicycles back. Matter of fact, Tom he was so much pain. I didn't know it until we were halfway back, and he goes, "Ron, I have to stop." But what was crazy was we had these little headlamps.
Yeah.
The batteries were starting to go, and there were certain areas we were walking on cold frozen, or what do you call it, petrified or whatever, lava, and you could hear this crunching all the time. And there were certain points, I'm in shorts, and every once in a while you could feel this heat coming up to the bottom part of your legs. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm wondering if I'm near one of those little veins, or, where you could fall through."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, was this a dumb idea?" And we're in the dark the whole night. We traveled the whole night. And this is only, 3 years ago?
Wow.
Yeah, it was worse than me going out in grizzly country.
You are an adrenaline junkie.
I do some stupid things, but I got to see lava, so I crossed it off my bucket list.
Wow.
It was cool though to see that and feel that heat. Oh,
hey,
it's incredible.
Hey, Marshall, up at the top of the chat, you should be able to click on that up there.
Yeah, Well, the link is good because everybody else has been going to it. So
Yeah, Trip, you use
I
the
used-
link up at the top of the chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
too.
JD, it looks like you're in the dark.
Yeah, this room's black,
Uh-huh.
so it absorbs all the light.
okay.
I see it really accentuates the light.
Yeah,
It blows it out, and that's just outdoors to the I think it's mirrored. I think it's on the wrong side. Let's see if I can fix that.
What you can do is over next to the video camera at the bottom,
Yeah.
you can choose backgrounds, choose a virtual background. You click on that, and there's all different kinds of backgrounds.
Let's see where am I have
Like
There we
this
go.
one, this one here for me.
completely lost it. I don't even have it on my screen now.
Or if it's nighttime, there you go.
Now, how did you get over here in the corner, Paul?
Down at the bottom of the Zoom box, there's a microphone and an up arrow. Then there's a camera with an up arrow, and you click on the up arrow next to the camera.
Uh,
Down at the
Hmm.
very bottom of the black box that has Zoom in it.
yeah, well, I've lost the Zoom window. Join meeting. There we go. Uh-huh. Okay. Zoom box.
Yep, down at the bottom where there's
Right.
a camera and an up arrow.
Stop video, it says.
No, right next to it. There's a little dinky up arrow.
yeah, it's kind of
Oh, mute. Mute mic.
That's for the microphone. On the right-hand side of the video camera, which is next to the microphone.
Oh, I see.
Stop video. There's a little arrow there.
I
Yeah.
see. So you can select a camera,
Yeah, you know, or that says
choose virtual background.
virtual
Yep.
background. You click on that, and then you can pick one of the backgrounds, and
I
it
see.
puts it in there for you.
I'm gonna change this.
And then
Right
you
here.
can go,
There
then
we
you
go.
can go back and if you want to get rid of it, you just click on that little up arrow again and just say choose virtual backgrounds, and then you say none.
Oh,
mirror settings in
Arizona,
there too.
Says
Arizona,
my device
Yeah.
does not support.
oh,
Oh,
there it is. Paul, Arizona Street Media says the link is not good.
Oh, he's in here now. I
Oh,
think.
there he
Oh,
is.
there, hey, there's Marshall.
Hello.
You made it.
Yep.
Your video's froze there, Marshall, but
Might just be a picture.
Is that just a picture, Marshall, or have you got actual video running?
That's my picture.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh, okay.
because it's a little too bright. I know it's
yeah,
lighter.
yeah.
but it's a little too bright to be live from Arizona.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, he's in Central Time, isn't he? Or no?
In Mountain Time,
Mountain.
Mountain Time.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the same
No,
time
it's
as you,
still-
Ron.
same as
still
you.
pretty light here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not that bright in the car there.
Well, if he's got a sunny day,
Yeah.
might.
Yeah, it's only what, 5:30 there?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
So what kind of weather are you having there, Marshall?
Right now it's sunny and windy.
Yeah.
And
But
about
warm, yeah.
68 degrees or 70?
70.
70.
Yeah.
I hate you too.
Man. Yeah.
JD's, you got snow, don't you, there now?
It's been flurrying all day, and then yeah, tomorrow and Thursday we're supposed to get some snow.
Alexa, what is the current temperature?
Right now,
Where?
-7 degrees Fahrenheit.
-7 Fahrenheit for Ron.
Yeah. Alexa,
About-
shut up.
17 here, I think.
I gotta go here first.
Alexa, I hate you.
I'd like to know what to tell me how I can. You won't think I'm saying it. I have feedback. I have feedback.
She goes, I'd like to know what went wrong. You gave me some shitty weather. That's what went wrong.
Paul, what was that? You had a video that you flew. It seems like you flew from the bridge all the way to downtown Port Huron.
Yeah,
It was one of the minis.
yeah.
You still have that drone?
Oh, the Mini 2.
It was the Mini 2.
Yeah.
That's the one that's 249 grams.
Yep,
You flew that from the Edison Parkway all
Yep.
the way to
all the
downtown
way down.
Port.
Yep. I've
I, re-
I've flown a lot of drones all the way down there.
I remember that video.
Yeah.
Quite amazing.
Well, the key is that there's no buildings blocking blocking you. You're going along the river. You get good signal and everything. It's when you get blockages that's when you run into problems.
Right.
As JD's understands that, right, JD?
Yep.
Have you had a chance to go out with your drone at all, or?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yep.
because I haven't seen any of your videos in a while, but
Yep. Still posting.
yeah. But Paul's getting his posts up, but they're all for real estate.
Yeah.
But
I got,
he did a really good one yesterday of the ice jam down south of you. Where was that at, Paul?
Port Stanley is about 7 or 8 miles south of me here.
Yeah.
On where Kettle Creek comes out into Lake Erie. And then I was at Port Stanley, then went over to Port Bruce where the Catfish Creek comes into Lake Erie too. So yeah.
That was a nice news video shot of all them trucks, Paul.
Yeah, that was good.
That was backed up a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. And the thing of it is that what's interesting to me is some of my videos I get a lot of play on. Other
Yeah.
ones not so much.
Mhm.
Like the float down.
Yeah,
You get like 10,000 views.
yeah, yeah. It just depends upon what you're selecting and how hot an item it is, it's like for instance, here I'm going to show you my channel. Manage my videos. Okay, screen share. Okay, here's my latest one. Okay, here's the Coast Guard cutter, Hollyhock, and that was just done on the 20th of February.
Right.
388 views to 1,924 views of the one I just showed you.
The
One-
Black River.
Yep, 1,011 views of the protest, 1,500 of the bridge backup.
Yeah.
But I have some that are really, 10,000, 12,000 views.
Yeah. Float down.
Yep. Let me see if I can find one that's got a lot of views. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop share till I find it. So I'm not holding you guys up. But most of my video, well, here's 3,000 views was the Wilfred Sykes downbound after it ran aground. 11.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting.
11,973 views when it went aground, and I went down there in the darkness and filmed that.
I didn't see that video, Paul. You were down there at the Dunn Paper?
Yeah, I was at right and on the end of the street right there where it was.
Right. You used to be able to swim there.
Yep.
Now they put rocks and concrete, so
Yes. Yes.
you can't swim there anymore.
Right. Screen share. Here it is. Screen share. Okay, there's the video, and it's got it did fairly well. Yeah, right. I'd like to ride that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, right.
Here's the Wilfred Sykes video.
Right.
And it was dark, but it still captured the moment.
That's the Air 2S.
Yep.
The Mavic Air 2S.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does it have a strobe on it?
Yeah, I've got strobes that are attached that I can attach to it with Velcro.
Oh. Oh, wow.
But there's some moments when it's a little bit dark, and there's other moments when it really, if there's a little bit of light in the picture, like you see Canada, there's lights and.
It's a 1-inch sensor, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so you're essentially
There's a
that.
guy on the back.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. That's a Hasselblad.
No, that's on the I think this is a ripoff. I don't think it's a Hasselblad.
It's a Sony.
DJI, the Hasselblad is on the Mavic 2 Pro.
Mavic 2 Pro.
But this one, if you looked at them both, you'd swear they're both Hasselblad, but it doesn't say Hasselblad on it. I think it has a Sony sensor.
Have you ever had any interference from their radar?
No,
Doesn't
not
bother.
that I know of. I had an incident not too long ago where I lost control of the drone and almost smacked into the back of a freighter upbound. But that was I think it was interference with somebody else's on the same frequency.
You think, Paul, that could have been from radar?
No, because the radar's on the front. Well, actually, no, on that particular ship, the radar was on the back because it had the pilot house and everything on the stern. Now, because when I went and looked at the raw footage, I saw another drone in the area from Canada. It was there from Canada.
Yeah.
Anyway,
there was a pilot from Sarnia. He works at one of the refineries, Sunco or whatever. And he used to post a lot of just stills. Do you remember? And then Canada instituted a no drone at all flying. And I haven't seen his post since then.
Well, the Canada, Paul is licensed to fly in Canada. I don't think it's a no fly. I think what it is they don't want you to fly unless over in the States you're a 107 commercial drone pilot, which I am. Or Paul is a commercial drone pilot too, so he can go up and down the river and on the border as well.
Yep.
Good job there,
Does
JD.
What's that, Rod?
JD got a whack-a-mole.
Oh,
yeah,
right, JD.
He's on it.
Yeah.
Paul Hodges, man, you're slipping, buddy.
Well, I was printing a pug with the wording underneath it. So
You're like the whack-a-mole master.
yeah.
JD, what is that microphone that you have
So-
there?
I've got a printer on there. Just got to weed them now, eh? So
Hmm.
An MXL 990.
Uh-huh. You sound clear.
So you're a radio station.
yeah.
Yeah, I had it for recording music and figured I'd put it to use because I haven't used it for years.
Right.
Well, Adrian named Paul Hodges Judge Paul, you know?
Okay, Judge Judy.
Judge
Yep.
Judy.
Did you guys happen to catch Justin? 893 drones, I think it is.
Three.
He took a taser and he held his arm out and hit himself with it.
Thought, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Justin, where is he tonight?
I don't know where he's at.
He's probably tied up with Mrs. Justin.
Oh, yeah.
Chores.
Could be literally. I think my critters are hunkered down in the woods.
Do you?
When it gets cold and a lot of snow, you don't see them.
Well, it's cold enough. They're probably huddled against a fire somewhere.
Yeah, in somebody's fireplace.
Yeah. Let's take a quick look and see what my favorite place is doing.
Yeah, get some martinis.
Yeah. Okay, screen share.
Oh, what happened to Marshall?
I don't know
I
where.
don't know.
What is that, Paul?
That is the Teeny Martini Bar, St. Augustine, Florida. It's a 24-hour-a-day camera.
Was the bar open 24 hours?
No, but when it's closed, the camera's still going.
Oh,
But JD has been noticing the little honeys down there. I think
Yeah.
that's on his list.
that guy getting in the car looks like he shouldn't be driving.
They looked like they were lost. They almost went past the car.
Well,
Well-
at least he looked back before he opened the door. That's
They
good.
had
No,
enough.
but he wasn't walking well.
No,
Yeah,
they-
no.
yeah, she had to stop him because they were about to walk past the car.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, look at
I-
the rims on that truck. Jeez.
Yeah, I saw him. The two of them they went in like about 4 hours ago.
Oh, really?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we looked in there. It's not a cheap place to eat or drink.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
There we
There's a
go.
picture
Hello.
Right there, JD.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How do I
There you
Do
go,
that.
JD.
where is share screen?
Right
Very
down at the
bottom in the
bottom.
middle.
What
Like
you
if
have
you-
to do if you want to share screen, what you have to do in order to share the screen is you have to have it up and running behind. Then you
Right.
share screen, and then you have to highlight it. Then you hit share screen.
Okay, let's see. Share screen,
Those people made it out of that parking spot.
highlight it, share. Here's the look in New Mexico right now.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, yeah.
And
Nice.
we can go to look around.
oh yeah.
Well, went too far. The sun is just getting ready to set, as you can see.
Are you in an
And-
RV?
Yes.
Nice.
And this is a PTZ mounted on the outside of the RV. And
What brand are you using, PTC?
Amcrest.
Okay.
And we'll zoom in over here.
Yep. That's what the
Awesome.
PTZ cameras are great.
Yeah, not bad. And we'll go up here.
Wow.
That's 17, and we'll go to 25.
Are those all tumbleweeds?
Yeah. No, they're like little-
No, I
It's-
think they're actually embedded in the ground, right? They're roots.
Yeah, they're not tumbleweeds. There's some other plant, but they'll green up when it.
How
Okay.
many? How big a zoom does it have?
Okay, that's the max zoom on
Oh, so it's about a 20 zoom.
25 zoom.
Okay,
Yeah.
because
And-
the cameras here along the water that I showed you Stream Time Live, they've got a 50x zoom.
Yeah, and this has digital zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it here. Digital zoom. So we'll try this right here,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
and you can see the wind.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably 25 to 30 right now. So
Yeah. Huh.
uh,
Don't see any naked women though.
no, not on the beach today. Okay, so we'll back out here.
A nice
And,
spot. Wow.
Well,
You can tell it's windy because the little baby bushes there are moving.
yeah.
Yeah, there should be. We had whitecaps on that lake today.
Yeah.
So let's see. I'll go down here. Should be a
Now-
bush, right?
Now,
No.
from there, can you straighten the horizon from your control?
No.
Okay.
And this is a man-made lake,
Okay.
and you can see like in this area here. Can you see my mouse?
Yep.
Yep.
This is higher than, and this is lower. So I'm not level. I'm sort of level.
Yeah.
So
Huh. Yeah.
Well, some of them have where you can level the horizon.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have that.
Yeah.
I have to be.
But the funny thing is though, I don't see the bridge.
Yeah.
You know, where they said, "Oh, I sell you a bridge in Arizona or something." Wasn't it?
Yeah. And this is only about 10% full right now. We're waiting to get it to.
Are you on federal land or state land or just out in the middle of nowhere?
This is actually BOR land.
Okay.
The state leases it as a state park,
Okay.
and I buy a yearly pass for the state park, and I have 26 different parks I can go to. So, but if you on this Amcrest camera here, if I just leave this without doing any commands to this,
Yeah.
after a while, if I try to do that, I have to re-enter my password.
Oh.
Oh,
It
'cause
locks
ru-
you out.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out how to extend that a little bit.
yeah. I don't know.
So, but I'm able to put this on OBS. Anybody familiar with OBS?
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
And also, you can get what is it? If you have, do you have HDMI out of your drone?
I do. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm. You can run that into, what is it?
Hello, Steve.
Hello, Paul. How are you?
Steve is
Oh,
joining us.
I
Hey,
think I
Steve.
hear a carpenter.
Yeah.
Yep. a rainy, wet one.
Yeah.
We just got downpour here. We probably got about an inch of rain within 15 minutes.
Oh,
It
Okay,
just
I'm gonna
opened up.
get rid of this.
Okay, you go up to the very top and you hit stop.
Oh, I see. Okay,
The little
Stop
red.
cool.
Yep.
All right. anyways, so if you have HDMI out
Yeah.
of your controller, you can run it into this Roxio, which then gives a link to put it into OBS.
Oh, cool.
So your drone could go live
Yeah.
rather than,
Yeah.
having to record.
Yeah.
Well, you can also go live if you're on certain models with RTMP live transmission,
Yeah, that's what OBS is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or Paul's new device could do it too.
Well, I don't want to break your hearts.
But it's gone.
The new device went back today.
What was that, Paul?
I had the
YOLO
the YOLO
live.
live. It's a like tablet size, but it's like a studio in a box, and that does. It's just Steve, too complicated for this old man.
Oh, come on.
Oh man, my frustration level for the last several days since I had it was just went. Finally, I called YOLO, and they ran me through a couple things. They says, can you return it? I said, yes, return it. So
Yeah.
Oh,
That sounds
man.
like some of your first drones, Paul.
yeah,
Before you got
I worked my way through the drone process.
DJI.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wakira's and Aligns and all the other. Yeah. And I had what was the orange pumpkin, Paul? Right, Hodges?
Autel.
Autel. That's right.
Yeah.
And then I had, when they came out with the first foldable Autel, I had that and I returned that. I had that. I flew it like 3 or 4 times around ships, and it had a defect in the camera software where you came around a ship and it, like, if it changed from bright sun to light sun or whatever, the camera would flare. It didn't do good for me doing video.
Didn't you have a Unique?
Yes, I did. Yep.
A Unique H?
Yep.
Steve
Well,
down there.
Steve's been through in California. You've been through a few different drones too, haven't you?
Yeah,
What is that? All them sailboats behind you?
that's actually a picture of the harbor right here in the town I live in,
And that is in
Dana Point, California.
Dana Point.
If you look on a map, we're halfway between Los Angeles and San Diego down here, like this. We're right there where the freeway Interstate 5 comes in and makes the turn and heads south towards San Diego, right there.
Oh yeah, that's
He's the
Riviera.
crossroads. Yep.
Riviera Country Club.
No country club. Just enjoy the weather. And just, crazy here because, like I said, I knew we were going to get some rain. There was only like a 30% chance. Well, it gave us 130% chance here just a few minutes ago.
Wow.
Well, maybe it'll help with the fires you got or whatever.
Yeah, but we don't have any fires. Well, thank goodness. But
Yeah.
what we need is snow in the mountains still. And because it's warmed up too much and this warm storms coming in does nothing more than melt the snow down, as you guys well know.
Apparently, Marshall's heading to the Mexican border. There's a high-speed chase going on.
Oh.
He follows the cops quite a bit, with scanners and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is his is he Phoenix Drones or something?
Arizona Street Media.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And Steve Carpenter is SC Aerial. And Ron is RL Photography.
I think I'm gonna hop off here and grab something to eat.
Okay, JD, thanks for popping in.
You
Nice to
bet.
see you again. Yeah.
You bet. Good to meet you, Trip.
Okay,
Don't be
nice
a-
meeting you,
Don't be a
JD.
stranger, young man.
All right, you got it.
Okay.
Take care.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Cool.
Another chase down by the border. That's a norm for here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see all those highway chases in California can pop on up all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The helicopter ones. Yeah.
Well, between where I live here and Oceanside, which would be the next major, well, you get San Clemente, which people have ever heard of when Tricky Dick was president. Oh, that was the Western White House.
Yeah.
And then south of that is Camp Pendleton, the Marine Corps base. And then
Yeah.
from there you hit Orange County, Oceanside. And halfway between San Clemente, roughly, not quite, it's probably about a third of the way down before you hit Oceanside, is Border Patrol. There's actually a Border Patrol station right across the I-5. And that's where you'll get pursuits running when people try to, run up through and try to get through the patrol, which is
Yeah.
a useless thing to do because you're going to get nailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Did
it's,
you take-
it's almost like they're trying to make a name for themselves.
Uh,
See who
Yeah,
can
but
go the
when they-
fastest
when-
and go the furthest.
well, see, when they get to jail, they get, the shoulder patches for giving the cops such a hard time.
Yeah.
Did you take that picture, Steve?
Yeah.
With?
With my, this was with the Air 2. DJI
Air
Air
2S?
2.
It's a Mavic, right? Mavic
It-
Air,
No, they took away, DJI took
Took
the
away
word
the Mavic.
Maverick off
people-
from,
Mavic.
so it's just Air 2. It's not the Air 2S, it's just the Air 2.
Trip's favorite drone to fly is the, which one is that, Trip?
Spark.
The Spark.
Yeah. Yeah. Gary's from,
He's got a Phantom, but he likes the Spark.
yeah. Yeah.
I still have my Maverick Pro, which was the original Mavic series.
Uh-huh.
I've got that. And it's a great drone. I mean, it flies great.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, the Mavic Pro, the original Mavic Pro, I liked it, but what I didn't like about it, I didn't like the camera swinging and hanging on the front down underneath there.
Mhm.
And the other thing is the zoom was you click the button and it went zoom, zoom, zoom in, zoom, zoom, zoom out, instead of being the smooth cinematic zoom.
Yeah, where you can control it now with the, pushing the function button in the wheel and
Yeah.
Yeah.
just as smooth as can be.
Hey, speak of the devil, guess who's in the chat?
Oh, Justin's in the chat.
Yep.
Well, he
I gotta-
must have got done giving the wifey a foot massage. and a
Nice.
pedicure. Yeah.
Well, I know they're all buying a new car tonight. I think.
Oh, really?
Paul, didn't you have the Mavic Industrial?
Yeah. The
Enterprise.
Mavic
Enterprise.
Enterprise. Yeah, I had both the Enterprise and the Duo. And I had the thermal imaging camera for the Inspires. I bought
Wow.
it. I used to get a lot of calls to do search and rescue.
Mhm.
So I went and spent $8,000 on the thermal imaging camera that hung on the Inspires. And then about a month later, they all got their own budgets and bought their own equipment. So I wasn't getting any calls anymore. So I sold it. You know how much I got for it? It was like 4 months old. $3,800.
Oh,
Half
ouch.
off. That's an X5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or
Well, I had all the other ones, but this was a FLIR thermal imaging camera that mounted right underneath there. Because what's nice about the Inspire, Paul will tell you, is that you can just switch cameras. You just
right.
knuckle down, knuckle in, you know?
I have two Osmos.
Yeah.
I have
yeah.
the Osmo regular and I have the Osmo Pro,
Yep.
which great zoom on it,
Yep.
on the Pro one. Smooth.
Yeah, because it's got the X3 zoom camera, right?
Yep. Z3. Z3s.
Or Z3, yeah.
But you know what, Trip? I haven't. I don't have an Inspire anymore, but I've got the Osmo over here. I never tried to put that camera on the Inspire. Somebody said it does work. Somebody says it doesn't work.
It's the same camera, was what
Yeah,
I
it is.
understand.
You'd think it would work, but I've had some people say no, that it won't accept that as the camera for the Inspire.
Well, you can buy the mount that they sell it for the M300 or
Yeah,
M-
yeah,
that takes that camera,
right.
and you can put that mount as long as you have a A3 controller, which is a whole different
Well,
story.
I've converted all since now I'm down to the Mavic 2 Pro, the Mini 2, and the Air 2S. I'm now using a smart controller. I've converted my Paul Hodges is going to end up with my
Crystal Sky.
Crystal Sky.
Crystal Sky, the 7-inch.
The big one, yeah, the H,
Uh-huh.
and it's the 2000 nits, the Ultra. Because
Oh.
I've got two of the connectors that allows him to just switch that from the Inspire over to the Phantom, and so he'll be good to go.
What I find is that if I am doing a certain type of photography, I'll just leave the one drone set up that way. All right. And then, for instance, on
broke.
Where you do hyperlapse, you have to use a neutral density filter in order to get the shutter speed down. And rather than just taking it on and off, I just leave it on there.
Yeah.
And then I'll just use a different drone for regular that only has a neutral density filter of 4 on it rather than the 9.
What camera are you using that on, Trip, that you're taking for the hyperlapse?
That hyperlapse, I actually like the hyperlapse on the Osmo. You have to buy Litchi on the regular one, but it's built in on the Pro.
Okay, because that's available too, is hyperlapse on the drones, on the DJI drones.
On the Mavics, yeah.
Well, on the Air 2,
Oh.
Air S, 2S, all those
Yeah.
have it in it too.
Yeah.
I've shot a couple of them here from where I live from my house, because I'm about where, if I was sitting in the water right here, I'm about 1.1 miles away up on the hill looking down. I can't see the harbor, but it's a ridge away from it, but that far away. And
The harbor's behind you or the harbor's in front of you from your house? So
the
your house-
harbor would be direction
You'd be looking north.
of this way. Actually, that's
house is behind you.
that's facing almost west. So it's the house would be east of me from here.
behind you.
Yeah, behind me and to the north a
Uh-huh.
little bit.
It looks like the ocean out there, though.
It is. That's the breakwater there where you
Oh.
see it. The point that you see out the very end above my hat over there, all the way right there, that's actual Dana Point. If you've ever heard of the book 2 Years Before the Mast, Richard Henry Dana, this was a natural harbor in here before all this was built. It was a natural cove in there, and they used to do the trading from the Mission San Juan Capistrano. They'd bring hides and stuff and they'd drop it down the cliffs and hoist the stuff back up and down from there. And the book describes all that in his book, Richard Henry Dana, 2 years before the mast.
Is the Western White House still there?
San Clemente, yeah, the properties are. I don't know who owns it now.
Well, you wonder if it isn't the Nixon Library property. You know?
No, Nixon Library property is up in Simi Valley.
Oh, Simi Valley. Okay.
Yeah, up above Los Angeles.
Now, where did they do the Reagan Library?
That's in Yorba Linda, California.
Yorba Linda. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
It's I've only been on the outside of the Reagan
Library.
No, I've been inside the excuse me. I've been inside the Reagan Library over in Simi Valley there, but with the Nixon Library, no, I have only been on the outside of it. But the Reagan Library is beautiful up there because it's up on a knoll in this valley area. You got a pretty view across the whole entire valley.
Well, you guys want to hear the good news or the scary news first?
What? Either one.
The good news is I think I found all the right prices on the flight and stuff. Scary news is Adrian and I are going to hook up on Friday, April 1st.
Oh,
I was going to say, I think I know what the scary news is going to be.
I just got off the phone with them.
You've got the wedding suite booked, right?
Rose petals,
Yeah.
candlelight, wine, champagne.
Yep.
Oh, just the thought of that is just
that's creepy.
Wrong,
chills down my spine.
Imagine what's going down my spine.
Trip hasn't met Adrian yet.
Yeah, can you imagine the videos from that, Steve?
I don't even want to even think about a camera being in there.
You know what? I could double my YouTube.
Oh yeah,
shit could go viral.
Yeah,
double it. Well, that would be a whole new thing you'd have to go into. You know, what kind of adult entertainment category are you going to place that into?
You would expand your viewership into different areas.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never be able to come back from.
Oh, who runs that cam there? The cam on the Edison Inn.
The Edison Inn camera, that's volunteers. And I used to run it, but I found like most organizations, they have their little cliques. And I didn't like being part of a clique, having to do Mother May I, because they have some people that run them shouldn't be running them because they just don't get the concept of framing and so I just says, just take me off. I'm done.
You really want to see click is go over to the rail live cams.
The railroad live cams.
Oh God. If you say anything that could even, wow, what's that?
Mount Etna in Sicily just blew.
Wow.
Oh, that's live, huh?
Yeah, it's live. Yeah, that's all. It's news right now, but yeah, just apparently it just lit up. So
it's too bad that didn't go in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you say foamer on any of the live train feeds, you're banned for life.
Why is foamer bad?
Well, it's derogatory because they're foaming at the mouth. When they
This is a Huntington Beach, California pier looking out there. There you can see a
That's
couple
Wow.
of
black feet,
cargo ships out there still waiting to get into the port
right?
of
All the
LA.
cargo ships, yeah.
Look at them, look at the waves.
Yeah, it's surfing it up a little bit. You can see a little bit of the darkness that we've been having coming in here. This is about 15, almost 20 miles north of me here.
How
Yeah.
long can those ships sit out there before they run out of fuel?
Well, it depends on the last time they fueled up. They can sit out there for a long time just idling because they're only running their, they're going to
Generator.
drop anchor out there.
Yeah.
And
Running
it's
generator.
really shallow out there in this area here because we have 3 of those oil rigs. And it was one of these cargo ships that caught the line that caused the oil spill that we had over here on the West Coast.
Oh,
The anchors dragged because we had really high winds and it dragged the ship and the anchor line caught the pipeline going ashore.
pipeline. Wow, that's not good.
No.
So
So
they just,
from here to the port of LA, you're probably looking at about 30 miles. So they're backed up. And besides the pods, they have pods all over the area out there as the shipping lanes come in and exit out. And there's pods for mooring while you're waiting. And these are ships that are outside of it.
So they're waiting in line to get in one of the pods to be unloaded.
Exactly. And you can't really see it, but in my picture over here, where I don't know, you can't really see it, but if you're looking at the very corner out there would be Catalina Island. They were actually making them go on the outside of the island even. And the island offshore there is roughly 28 miles from shore.
I wonder if they take the lifeboat into Santa Catalina Island for bar hopping.
What, the old steamliner, you mean?
No, the ships that are out there waiting.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Just take the launch,
Over to Catalina Island?
take the launch over to Catalina Island.
There's not a whole lot over there.
It's very, not a lot,
No.
as Ron said.
Isn't there bars there?
Catalina
Uh,
isn't like it used to be.
No.
No.
You know, everybody used to talk about going to Catalina. No, not anymore.
No.
Well, the people that sail there or motor over there for like the holidays, where Avalon is the main town, and then there's Twin Harbors, because you have the isthmus and on the one side, which faces the coast, and it's only a half a mile in between. You can walk right across and then go on the other side of the island that quick. And there's 2 harbors there.
I've been there twice and both times by helicopter.
Did you go up to the airport?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, what if you could call it that?
Yeah, it's just a spot of land up there with a runway on it, and it isn't long.
No. We just went over there to pick up a patient and bring them back.
Yeah.
There's no medical care over there.
Well, there is now. They've got an emergency room over in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, like an urgent care, I should say, not emergency, urgent care.
Yeah. Because that was 8 years ago when I was over there last.
We went over there a couple of times because when I was doing that job for the shopping cart repairs for Safeway Corporation, which here that would be Vaughn's and Pavilions here in Southern California. They have 2 stores actually over there. And we went over there to put in the anti-theft cabling systems so the people couldn't take the shopping carts out of the area. It would lock up the carts before it would get from one point on the street to the other point on the street. We had the cables. They allowed us actually to run the cabling and saw cut the cabling into a public highway, which is a rarity.
My first time over there, I think we were coming out of Huntington Beach. And the pilot, first female pilot I ever flew with. She says, Ron, put on your life vest. I'm like, what? She says, yeah, it's policy when we fly over water. And she goes, I got one more piece of advice for you. I said, first female pilot, first time in a big corporation. And she goes, I got some bad news for you. I'm like, all right, we're airborne, we're over water. I don't want to hear any bad news. But she said, she had a sense of humor. She goes, well, today, female pilot, female nurse. She goes, you're not in the cockpit today, you're in the box office. I'm like, I'm not going to touch that one. Okay. In fear of being an HR moment, yeah, I'm not going to touch that. But her name was Nancy. She was a really good pilot. We're in a Bell 222. Yeah. As a matter of fact,
You were flying from Huntington Beach to Catalina?
yeah.
Why from Huntington? That's
I want
weird.
to say it was Huntington. It was pretty close to LA.
Long Beach, probably.
Long Beach.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the main port over there, even though they have because Huntington doesn't have a boat going in there. Newport Beach has a boat going over there every day. We have one out at Dana Point, and then Long Beach has multiple ones out of there. And then they have the airport over there by the Queen Mary, the air pad. Because they have the helicopters that'll fly over there.
yeah.
Queen Mary's in trouble.
Yep. That it is.
What cameras are you guys using for this feed here?
On this one right now, I'm on a Brio, but I also have a Logitech Brio, but I also have a Logitech 920.
Oh yeah, that's clear. I'm on this is just a laptop built-in camera I have here. I
Uh-huh.
gotta get a different one. Of course, all my ports are taken up.
The 922 is, I replaced the 920, and it's still a good little camera. And of course, you've got built-in microphone. I'm running off a separate mic.
You can run off a separate mic.
I'm running off
Okay.
a Yeti blue mic right
Mhm.
now, and the Brio, which is right up here, it's cut off so I can have this on here.
So you put the Brio right above your screen.
Mhm.
How about you, Ron? Where do you have your camera?
It's right off my my iMac. I'm trying to find that picture, Steve. Oh,
Well, what are you guys thinking?
I don't. I stay out of trouble that way.
Well,
me too.
I think we're gonna call it a night.
Okay, nice meeting you guys.
Nice to meet you, Trip.
Meet you.
Okay. Hey, Paul, just
Yeah.
to let you know, I'm not going to be here in the morning.
Okay, all
All
right.
right, goodbye.
Yeah. Bader's got a haircut appointment at 10 o'clock in Port Stanley.
Okay,
So
all right.
I won't be here in the morning. So,
all right, sounds good. Everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. And we'll see all of you next time.
Yep. See you
you
guys.
go on?
Everybody have a good.
What's that, Ron?
Will you go on in the morning then?
Well, only if you're here.
What time will you go on?
What time? You tell me a time, and that's when I'll go on.
I'm usually up by should be 6 a.m. my time, so 8 your time.
Okay, so 8 o'clock, you want me up eight o'clock, somewhere around 8 o'clock. I'll see you then.
Yeah, I'll come up and join you for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay,
All right,
Paul.
guys.
And Steve, thanks for stopping in. And as
Thank you.
always, Ron, and we'll see all of you guys again next time.